to Friendship Files! Okay, guys, we're back. We are officially starting our series on Hawaii how-tos, and this one is our car episode. So, anything transportation, we're going to be talking about cars, mopeds, our experiences on the bus, how she bought a car, how I'm renting, be expecting all things transportation in this video.
Yes. Okay, so before we moved to Island, we had no idea what the car situation was.
Yeah.
And we knew that there was a bus route, and so we, in our silly little heads, thought that we were going to use the bus
The
while
whole
we
time.
were here. So we get to Island, and I'll let you tell them about our first time on the bus.
Okay, so we land, we take an Uber to a hostel, but then when we move into our Airbnb, we're thinking we need to get groceries. So I know we have some clips, but we take the bus all the way to Costco. And let's just say it was a little bit confusing. We had to get on multiple buses.
Let's just say the bus idea was shot down almost immediately.
Like within an hour.
Within an hour, we decided this is not going to work.
Yep.
So in terms of just bus, I would say I personally would not use the bus.
Yeah.
It is very, very temporary, and I would recommend using it for the first maybe week or two getting here, but I would get on the car situation ASAP. A lot of people have mopeds here,
Yeah.
so that was also something that we considered at first, but the thing
A
is,
lot of students, I feel like, have them.
a lot of college students here have them. The only thing that we realized fast is you're very limited when you have the moped. You're
Yeah.
only allowed to go like
Really
around
in town.
and also some people like get hit on them. Sometimes they're stolen.
They do get stolen pretty easily, so a lot of people have like chains that they like lock them with. So if you're moving to Island and like buying one almost immediately, make sure to get a chain.
Yes, I would say for the moped, if you're a college student, if you're looking for something quick, easy, and you're not really planning on going like all over Island, or if you have a friend that has a car,
Yeah.
I would highly recommend the moped because it's so easy, and it's a lot more
Agreed.
affordable than a car situation.
I
But
think it's around $1,000 to get a moped. So
yeah,
pretty
1,000, and then
affordable.
there's also like if you go on like a Facebook Marketplace,
It's less than that.
a lot less than that. So
That's option one.
That's for
is
moped.
Moped.
we shut the idea down because we knew that we wanted to travel all over the island.
Yeah.
And also the one thing with mopeds that I've realized is when you have one, you have to ask everyone for rides, and I hate doing that. And
It's
so
inconvenient.
I was like, might as well just get a car. I want us to be able to go to church, go get groceries, go on North Shore like when we want to.
Oh, that's also groceries. Is you'd have to like figure out bags or that situation on the moped. It's like there's no place to store things really, or to like haul your surfboard. You have to get a little rack.
So we shut down the moped idea.
Also, the roads do not want me on a moped. I mean, like I feel like I would accidentally maybe run someone over.
No one wants
I
to
would
see me on a moped.
topple
Also,
over.
for the girls, which this is such a girly comment, but like your hair, like if
Yeah.
we're going to church, if we're going somewhere where we want to look good,
Yeah,
I
period.
don't know if
Wind blown.
the
is
wind
always
blown
the look.
is always, and also it rains here a
Yep.
decent amount. So just a couple things to think of. A lot of my friends drive them though, and they're so cute. There's such like a Hawaii vibe, just these
Yeah.
pink little mopeds. So, but what we ended up doing was when we got into our Airbnb, when we got on Island, our Airbnb host was actually selling her car like for rent,
Yeah.
which I'll let you take that.
Yeah, so we ended up renting her car, which was such a blessing because the day we decided, okay, the bus is not for us, we start looking for a car. So we were on Craigslist, we were on Turo, rental car companies. I will say rental car companies mainstream, like your Hertz or your Enterprise, they are going to be pretty pricey because they are aimed towards tourists. So if you're here for like a month, like maybe a consideration, but anything more than that, like I would look into a Turo or something like that for renting.
Also, when you're, I forgot what age limit it is, but if you're under 25, they actually increase the cost for you, and so
The young drivers.
it's like a young driver's fee. So if you're
Normally
thinking,
about 300.
so if you're thinking about renting a car and you're under 25, also keep that in mind. I would highly not recommend going that route. It's extremely pricey, and it's just not long term.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends on how long you're wanting to stay on island, but I would say
and they add on per mileage. So depending on like how many miles you drive the car, they'll add on like a price per mile if you go over the limit. So I would watch out for the mainstream rental companies because they do add fees at like everything. I feel like Turo did have some good options. So like a lot of locals renting their cars. The thing you just have to look out for on there is just how long you can rent the car for. But
Yeah, I also have some friends too that just to throw out so many options your guys'
Yeah.
way, because I wish before I moved to Island I just knew everything that I know now.
Yeah.
Some of my friends also drive mopeds and rent a car for a day, to do like a North Shore day or whatnot, because I mean,
Yeah.
usually during the week you're like working like around town or like wherever you're living, and then on the weekends is kind of when you adventure out. So that's
Yeah.
also another option if you guys are wanting to have like a little bit of best of both worlds. But like
Yeah.
Kenzie said, we were so blessed. I just realized I said her name. Our Airbnb host, Suze, if you're watching this, you were amazing.
Thanks, Suze.
She, with the Airbnb that we were staying at, she let us rent her car for a pretty. It was a little pricey. I would say it was around like 1,000 split between the both of us monthly.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. I mean, for us, not really knowing much,
And
just starting out, it was the perfect car.
Agreed.
But then, obviously, we realized that we were staying a little bit longer, and we were no longer going to live in an Airbnb, and we wanted to find an actual house, which meant no Airbnb, no rental car, which meant back to finding a car situation. Where we moved, actually, our roommate's friend
Who is moving out?
who was moving out was
Shout out. Shout out Cam.
shout out Cam. He was moving to Maui, and he had his car still here in Honolulu, and so we asked him if we could just rent it until he ships it out to Maui.
Yeah.
And that was also another blessing because we went on, oh gosh, I mean, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and I would recommend using those if you're looking to buy a car, but so much comes with that.
Yeah.
You don't know the condition of the car, you don't know if there's any problems. Some are really cheaply priced, some are overly priced.
You
And
never know what's a scam.
you don't know what to scam. Also, just like my little girlies out there, like meeting random people,
Yeah.
looking at random cars.
Yep.
We were just a little nervous for that, and we kind of kept finding like really weird, just like holes in that. Just like we'd like ask people to meet up and that we want to see the car, and then they would never respond to us, or we would like meet at the meeting spot and then like no one would even be there. So
Yeah, really weird stuff. So just like be careful for sure.
be careful, bring a guy with you, or just bring your bestie with you.
Yeah, someone to check it out. Another option is always shipping your car from home. A lot of people here do that. Is you have to basically drive it or have someone pick it up from California. So you either have to drive or have someone tow it there, and then they'll ship it over for, I think they've said a few $1,000s, I believe is the
I've
price
heard like,
point.
yeah, I would say that's. I was telling Mckenzie because we also really contemplated this idea.
Yeah.
But I don't know about you guys, but the car that I drove back on the mainland, it was not a beach car. It's definitely not like a Hawaii car.
Yeah.
I was going to ruin that car with like sand and everything. This is definitely a different life out here. And so I kind of shut that idea down as well, just because I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. No, I agree. I felt pretty similar. And by the time you're like paying back and forth for the move, it's like you could use that money to buy something here.
And it also takes a really long time to get out here. I have a friend that said it
yeah.
took like 3 months to get her car out here. So for 3 months, she didn't have a single car
Yeah.
out here. So that's also just something to think about. What I ended up doing was I ended up selling my car back home and just buying one out here.
Yeah.
I bought it through like the dealership just because I was really worried, and I wanted to get a Hawaii car. Also, if you get like a Hawaii car, like a Jeep or like one that has the top down or something like that, it's really good resale value out here because so many people are coming in and out. And also even like rental companies love buying those type of cars. So that's what I ended up doing, and I'm so grateful for it. Some of the cars that we drove like didn't have AC or didn't have a radio, and I feel like having like a car that is like, I don't know, fits the vibe. I feel like it honestly like adds so much to the experience and like living here in a way.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I feel like those are our main points on like transportation and life here. But if you guys have any other questions, please let us know. I don't know where, in the comments below. But yeah, I think that's a wrap.